Good afternoon. Welcome to Soundtracks with Birdman. This afternoon, I am accepting Ian Clark's challenge on Star Wars. 6 questions on Star Wars that I must now answer. So, first question. When did you see Star Wars and how old were you? I saw the first one, what people my generation call Star Wars, when I was 3 years old at a movie theater in Florence, Alabama. My mother took me. It was summertime. It was very hot. That's about all I remember. It was hot, and we stood in line. And I remember getting a Darth Vader action figure sometime thereafter. But that's my first Star Wars memory. Empire was 1980. I was 6. I do not remember seeing it in theaters. I know I did, but I don't have memories of it. I remember seeing commercials for it and Darth Vader coming on, and he scared me, so I'd run out of my room and hide. But I don't remember seeing Empire. But I know I did. I just can't tell you where it was. Return of the Jedi came out in 83. I was 9. It was the last day of 3rd grade. I saw it at the movie theater just down the street from school. We stood in line for a really long time. I got a big tub of popcorn. I ate the whole thing, and I threw it all up that night at my grandparents' house. That was Return of the Jedi. Second question. How many formats do I have the movies on? I have the widescreen VHS. I have the pan and scan VHS. Don't judge. That's all that you could buy back then. I have the non-altered DVDs, and I have the altered DVDs. Got my pen. Let's see. How many versions of the soundtracks do you own? Well, now we're getting into something. I'll start off with this. This is the remastered box set from the prequels and the originals. You also get a bonus disc interview with John Williams and Harrison Ford. I don't know why they chose Harrison Ford. I would rather add George Lucas. But interview's okay. It's all right. Presentation-wise, it's the standard commercial releases of the soundtracks. Little folded things. They're single disc for the prequel trilogies, which I think that was a lost opportunity to give us expanded versions. That would have been really nice, but it didn't happen. You do get the expanded versions of the originals, but no expanded prequels, which was a waste. Hey, Retro Reels, how are you? I'm doing the Sir Ian Star Wars challenge. Have you done yours yet? Next, I have, I couldn't find everything that I'm supposed to have, and this is getting to be an old thing that I keep saying. The original release of Empire on CD, I cannot find my original Star Wars or my original Jedi releases. I have the reissues they did when they re-released the movies with the complete score for Empire, Star Wars, and Jedi. And then for some reason, I have another reissue of the Jedi reissue. I'm not sure why I have this or how I got it. Ooh, it's got like a crazy cover, but I've got a double. Then I've got the box set that came out. This came out right after high school, around Christmas time. It was expanded Jedi, expanded Empire, expanded Star Wars, and a 4th disc with outtakes from all 3. And this is the holy grail of Star Wars soundtracks. I made tape copies of these and I wore them out in my Toyota pickup truck back in the day. If you were just buy one Star Wars set, I would recommend this. Get it with the long box that came in. It's got a very nice booklet, lots of pictures. This is like the set to get. And then the second thing, get these hardback book copies that came out. Then I have Charles Gerhardt with the National Phil did Star Wars, Empire, and Jedi release. Jedi still in the car. I just didn't bring it in. These are excellent albums. They're kind of more concert geared, but the music's very good. National Philharmonic Orchestra is top notch. I have no complaints about them. Then I have music from the Star Wars trilogy, collector's edition. Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. New arrangements and performances of the music of John Williams, music performed by the New World Orchestra, conducted by Andrew Hobson. This set is garbage. Do not buy it. I listened to it once. I couldn't get all the way through. I'm like, this was a waste of money. Why did I? Look at the artwork on this. This is crap. Look at that. And the music on here is worse than the artwork. If you can imagine music worse than this artwork, that's all you need to know. Don't buy this set. Save your money. Don't buy it. I should throw it away, but I just can't. Next, moving on to LPs. Hello there, David. How are you? You only need a handful of Star Wars stuff to show it off. You don't have to have everything. I don't have everything, you know. Next, move to LPs. I just showed all these off in the John Williams video not too long ago. Jedi, Japanese pressing. Empire, Japanese pressing. Star Wars, Japanese pressing. These were reissued at the end of last year. I pre-ordered them, and I thought, well, I got time to change my mind, because these were a lot of money. It was like silly money. This was like $300. I haven't opened these. They sat on my table for like months, and I emailed about returning them. They said that was fine. I boxed them up. I took them to the post office. It was like $60 to ship them back to Europe. And I was like, I decided to keep them. Maybe I should open them up and listen to them. This is just not a good buy. I don't see these as a good buy. It was a silly buy. Whoa. The original Return of the Jedi LP from 1983. This sounds phenomenal. I'm very happy with the sound on this. I got this off eBay like $10. Here's a reissue of Empire Strikes Back. I got this about maybe 2 years ago. Nice Ralph McQuarrie artwork inside. This is like the original soundtrack release from 1980 on a new LP pressing. Ooh. I've got the National Fill with Charles Gerhardt, Empire Strikes Back. This was a Versera release, I think last summer. Lots of words inside, not a lot of pictures. Same CD, only in an LP presentation. Then the Big Daddy, Big Daddy, Star Wars 40th anniversary, hologram cover. I think this is a Disney Store exclusive. The soundtrack is presented on 3 separate LP sides. And it's got a book. I mean, book is like there's the book. You can't take it out. It's attached to the spine of the cover. I think this set is $100 from Disney. It's worth $100. If you collect LPs, you're a Star Wars fan, you should pay the money and get this. Several times a year, Disney will have sales online. I want to say it like after Thanksgiving sale was like 40% off. I got it for $60. Maybe it was 25% off, but just watch for sales around the holidays, and you can get this at a fairly good discount. And I would definitely recommend buying it. I don't regret buying that. I do regret buying those Japanese pressings. That seemed like ego run amok. You know, it's like, oh, I have to have it. No, I really don't. Hello, Anders Falk. How are you today? And when you say handful, you mean 3. Okay, well, that's okay to do a video of 3. Retro Real says, I came out of Star Wars toy collecting being my main hobby, the soundtracks a few years back. So Star Wars got left behind somewhat. Well, that's okay. You got some nice toys. That's cool. Thank you, David. Most impressive. Is that everything? I think that is everything. Sound everything? Okay. Question 4. Favorite tracks, not main themes from each one. So, Empire Strikes Back, Battle of Hoth. All like, what, 15, 20 minutes of it? Glorious. I'm seeing the Boston Pops do the Empire Strikes Back first part of June. They better not screw it up. I'm sure they won't because it's the Boston Pops. From Star Wars, favorite track would be, let me think for a minute, Ben's Death and TIE Fighter Attack. No, I'll just go with that. Ben's Death and TIE Fighter Attack from Star Wars. From Return of the Jedi, I guess a little bit harder. Not my favorite Star Wars score. Favorite Star Wars score is Empire, followed by Star Wars, and then Jedi would be like a distant third. It does have some good music in it. It's just I don't think it's the same quality as the first two. Anders Falk, what's so special about the Japanese pressings? Artwork is different. It's in Japanese. They came from Japan. They were expensive. It was a stupid purchase for me. I could have spent $300 on some film scores I don't have, and I probably would have been happier. I really don't know there's anything special about them, to be honest. It was just like it was an ego buy, and it was a bad ego buy. I mean, I'll be honest about it. I mean, we've all been there. We're all collectors. We all have that one thing we got, and it's like, yeah, why am I doing this? But you're like, yeah, and you do it. That's what those were to me. And I hope one day I'm like, I'm glad I bought these, but I don't know when that day is going to happen. So, favorite track from Return of the Jedi, I guess Into the Trap, which was the second track on the original soundtrack pressing. Yeah, I'll go with that. Favorite musical moment from each film has to be under a minute. I would say in Star Wars, where Luke and Obi-Wan and C-3PO are burning the Jawa bodies, and they're having that conversation, and Luke's like, well, if they trace the droids to the Jawas, and that would lead them back. And he says home, and he runs to the land speeder, and he drives off, and he finds his aunt and uncle burning. That music right there from Star Wars. From Empire, ooh, that's hard. I can't think of just like one singular moment. Thank you, David. Good moment from Star Wars. I just can't think of like one like under minute part of Empire that's just like. I mean, Empire is just start to finish. It's just, to me, it's all equal. I'm gonna have to pass on Empire. I'm just gonna have to pass. Return of the Jedi, I would say when the Emperor is like Sith lightning Luke Skywalker, and you've got like the creepy choir going, that from Return of the Jedi. But Empire, I just can't pick out like 1 second that's under a minute long. And I've thought about this for like over a week, and I can't. Don't hate me, Sir Ian. I just can't answer that part of your question. I'm sorry, man. And last question, favorite end title, Empire Strikes Back, all day, Empire Strikes Back. You got the main theme, you got Yoda's theme, you got the Imperial March. It's all meshed together perfectly. Empire Strikes Back. The most perfect Star Wars movie, Empire Strikes Back. The most perfect Star Wars score, Empire Strikes Back. If Star Wars was called something other than Star Wars, it would be called Empire Strikes Back. Subtitled Return of the Jedi. There we go. Empire Strikes Back, subtitled A New Hope. Boom. There you go. Disney, make it happen. Reissue everything on DVD, make a bunch of money just because you changed the title. And did I bring this one out? The Utah Symphony Orchestra Star Wars Trilogy. I have it on CD. This is a great CD. It's got music from all 3 movies. And for the longest time, the fight with the TIE Fighters and Darth Vader's death, this was the only way to get it, was to buy this CD. Buy if you don't have it. It's also available on an LP from Band. And I'm missing another The Skywalker Symphony did a Star Wars trilogy CD back when I was in high school with John Williams conducting. And I don't know where that's at either. I really need to find all my missing CDs because it's annoying me when I know I have things, but I can't find them. And it also annoys me when I find duplicate copies of things. So my goal for like the next couple months is to get everything organized, cataloged, no more duplicate buying, and I'll be happy. So those are the 6 questions. If you are so inclined, make a video or comment below with your answers. I'd love to read them. Retro Reels, don't feel bad if you only have 3. Leave in the comment section which 3 you have. It's probably Star Wars, Empire, and Jedi. I'm just guessing. And you are right. Retro for Sarah Band goodness all the time. So that's the video for the Star Wars questions. I will do the prequel trilogy, I think, in 2 weeks. I think I've got it scheduled. I think it's 2 weeks away. I think so. Wednesday night, we are doing Commando with Eric Woods. Unless something comes up, he said he may have something pop up, and that's the case. He will not be there. But Boomer and I will both be there. That's worth tuning in for on its own, I'm sure. Adopt, don't shop. Keep listening to great film music. And keep an eye out for a sale from Disney for this bad boy. It's worth the money. It's worth the money at full price, but if you can save a couple bucks, wait for a sale. I always do. Okay, so Retro's got for Sarah Band, Empire Suite, Star Wars Original, and Jedi Original. Okay, cool. And David, while I got you on here, let me ask you something real fast. I got the CDs I was going to send you, but I have some duplicates. Let me know if you have any of these. Schindler's List, Minority Report, Close Encounters, John Williams Boston Pop, Summon the Heroes, John Williams Boston Pop's Very Best Of, Hollywood 96 theme from the year's biggest films, and John Williams Boston Pop's Bernstein by Boston. This is a great CD. All these are great CDs. If you do not have any of these, let me know, and I will put them in with these others that I was sending you. I'll wait for your comment. All donations gratefully accepted. That's right, Retro Reels. You only have Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Okay, well, that's a good one to have. I will take that out of the queue. Okay. So you want all the others? I'm just assuming you would want the others. If you don't, you're not hurting my feelings. I'll take thank you as a yes. I added them to your pile. I will make it to the post office at some point in the future. I need to mail Boomer's birthday present this week, so maybe this week. We'll see. As I was saying, adopt, don't shop. Keep listening to great film music. Thank you for tuning in. Leave the answers to your questions below or make your own video. It's always good to hear what other people have in their collection and their memories of Star Wars. I think this is the one thing that got most of us into soundtrack collecting. If it wasn't for that, where would we be today? Would we still be soundtrack collectors? It's worth pondering. You just added 23 Eric Kunzel Cincinnati Pops CDs to your collection. Wow. Like 23 individual titles. Wow. Good. Wow. How'd you do that? Did you just get lucky at a thrift store? Did you get them all on eBay? Or like, tell me the story. Wow. You bought 23 CDs in a week. I'm not judging. I've been there too. David says Star Wars started it for him. Mr. Anders, do you have Close Encounters of the Third Kind? Do you have a copy of that? Oh, from the library group you work with. Okay, cool. That's awesome. I've got like 2 or 3 albums coming, like LP albums from him coming. I'm excited to get those. I really don't have a lot from the Cincinnati Pops, but I need to make that a priority at some point this year and expand that collection. More like start it at this point. But Anders Falk, let me know if you have Close Encounters of the Third Kind. And should I open these and like actually listen to them? I mean, why don't we just open one of these up right now? Just like oh, they're already open. How about that? All right, Anders has Close Encounters. Okay. Oh, wow. Now I like these even less. It's not even gate folded. $100 and it's not gate folded. What the hell? There's an insert. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm liking these less. Wow. Okay. That was disappointing. All right. Everyone, have a good day. And I will try to get some CDs in the mail this week. We'll see how the week goes. Put Empire Click back up. All right. Back in the back. Take care, everyone, and we'll see y'all soon.